from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
Last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A screen to Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
And 4. At the 7-yard line.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2, here's first and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now sheds him off. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he's one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Donald on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. Darnold. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown.
Complete to Jamison Crowder.
Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rifles run, it's intercepted. Picked up by Logan Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
19 yards there on the pickup. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. Brings up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun snap for Goff. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. The final shot before break here. Goff escapes the sack. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing again on second down. Goff. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Out of the gun, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Akers. Now he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Goff going to get this to Akers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got a man. It's Rashad Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return comes Webster. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime for Goff. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down.
4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Behind the chain, second and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Akers again the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the 50, it's gone. And again, it's Woods. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. On first down, gone. This will play inside the 10. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play when my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Le'Veon Bell.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Rams, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year.